All right, so I'm here in Mattoon again with Carlos Ortega, and we are at Elevate, which is very much a big part of my story as a business owner here in the area. And I wanted to get you on so you could tell prospective business owners or small business people about yourself and about the programs here at Elevate. We're kind of cheating today because Elevate is not technically a business, right? It's a nonprofit. So Carlos, before we get into Elevate, tell us about the great Carlos. Who are you? Where did you come from? How did you end up here? Give us a story.
To be brief, my name is Carlos, and it's my last name's Ortega. And I came to Mattoon through a Mattoon in Motion. It's a organization that works on rural community development within this great city here. And I was born and raised in Springfield, Illinois. My parents still live in Springfield, Illinois. I ended up here through a Peace Corps fellowship program. And I was a Peace Corps volunteer for 4 years in Africa. And while living overseas and volunteering and working with the communities of both Kenya and Namibia, I realized the vast potential that people had within themselves to actually create and sustain themselves with their unique talents and skill sets. One of the things that I noticed here in the community of Mattoon is that talent is here as well. And one of the reasons why Elevate was started by the community was so that those talents and skill sets can grow.
Okay, so tell us what Elevate is. I think that would be a good place to start. So what is Elevate?
Elevate's mission is to encourage, connect, and grow small and startup businesses within the region.
Okay. So what does that mean in practice? Like, what if somebody joins Elevate, what do they get?
We provide numerous opportunities for a business to grow. We provide high-speed internet provided by Consolidated Communications. We are sitting in a space that's provided by Rural King Farm and Home Store right now. That is $12 a year for the next 15 years.
Wow.
We have office spaces available to rent. We have computers that people can use. We have a podcasting room. We have mailboxes that you can establish your business from. A lot of the things that go into is making a small business successful. We provide it here for you to get started.
Okay, so let me just tell my story. I joined Elevate, I think, really at the beginning, right? I was one of the first people that was here before the doors even opened. And we put our office, I rented an office here, very reasonably priced office for my business when we were just kind of getting started out. We love it here. The internet, like you said, it was great. I've met people that became clients of ours here at the space. You've got a great conference room, several conference rooms if you need teaching and training here that are available. I've used the podcast room and the computers to edit big video projects. I don't currently use the office because I have an amazing office at my house, but I use the mailbox here because I don't want all of my business mail and my home mail being conflated. And I come here regularly, and Elevate has been a big part of the story of my business and our success. And so it's a great program, and I'm excited to talk to you about it.
That actually touches me right here, Ryan, because I remember meeting you in Starbucks when we first started this, and it was just a blank, empty location. And you were like, this is going to be a great opportunity, and you were there from the very beginning, and so I'm happy that you're here now and interviewing us. I think it's been about 3 years, give or take, that we actually started the idea of the center. And it wouldn't be for people like yourself who are actually utilizing the space and growing their business. That's the reason why we're here, is to see more people like you come out and succeed.
Yeah, and I love talking to all of the different business area leaders in the area, of course, with the podcast and other ways. I'm, in touch with lots of business owners in the area, hearing about how they've used the space in the last couple of years and how they've met people here or come to trainings that have gone on here. It's just kind of become a really cool and integral part of our local business community, and I think it's going to help a lot of people. So I think we kind of covered what the space is, at least the physical space. And by the way, if you've never been here, I'll put some photos up. It looks amazing in here. They've got a kitchen. They've got like this cool couch seating area. It does not look like something you'd expect to be in a small town in central Illinois. Amazing facilities for like doing trainings. I did a training for a local business group here a couple weeks ago. That was a lot of fun. Great office spaces, phone booths. I'm stealing your thunder, man. I'm doing all the talking.
No, that's okay. Actually, that's my goal, is to make sure that organizations and businesses like yourself can get a leg up and actually have a platform to speak from. And as people come into the center and they start thinking about what it is they want to do, we provide them the tools necessary for that to happen. I always say that I'm not an expert, but if you can see behind Ryan back there, we have a whole list of organizations that are supporting this center. And with those people back there and with the individuals in this community, we have a network that can help you establish, ask the right questions, and actually get you to a place where you feel comfortable in getting your business outside of this center. Our goal is to increase economic activity in the region and get businesses to be in the region, in their communities within our scope.
Okay, so we've talked about like, you've got the office space. You can come in here and you can just work in the open areas very reasonably. Mailboxes. What are some of the other stuff that you have available for people here?
Well, like you mentioned, the podcasting room. So we have all the tools necessary for you to actually start a podcast here. We have a nice green screen that's also available for you to use as well. We have 2 kiosks outside in the mall. So if you had a product that you wanted to sell, you could do that through our program. We have a couple of phone booths that are like private spaces where you can have conversations and stuff. We're building out our maker space right now that has 2 3D printers, Cricut, a heat press, and an embroidery machine. And our goal there is to establish opportunities for people who have ideas about what they want their business to be and create prototypes and design things and have an idea what it would look like before it went off into a larger manufacturing type of setting.
Right. So like if I lived in the area and I had a retail, like a boutique, and I wanted to do try my own line of hats, but I didn't want to go through the whole investment of, maybe I just wanted to try a couple and see how they sold. I could come in and I could use the embroidery machine if I was a member here and pay for that instead of having to invest in all of that equipment myself, right?
Correct, yes.
That's awesome. So cool. What about some of the other programs that you have beyond just the facilities? The facilities are amazing, but what are some other programs that you have going on?
So we partnered with multiple organizations. One of our organizations that we partnered with was LISC Rural. They are a major national CDFI organization which has supported us from the beginning. Right now we're doing a digital navigator program with them, which we're trying to bring access to digital needs and within this community. Our community this community and the surrounding communities are very impoverished, and what we're trying to do is take the resources that we have by partnering with LISC Rural. We've also partnered with the Grand Victoria Foundation in establishing programs for people to utilize their talents and skill sets to lift themselves up and create a small business. Our goal is to make sure that we provide those resources at a reasonable entry, cost of entry, so that people can grow. Another one of we have scholarships, numerous scholarship opportunities. We have 2 full ride scholarships coming up in this fall to Lakeland College. We have 15 tuition waivers to an entrepreneurial certificate if you become a member of Elevate. We have laptops that you can utilize, computers in the open space that people can use. We also have a unique farm bot, which is an automated precision agriculture machine that will plant, water plant, weed plants, and then check soil moisture. This program is specifically designed with 4-H and the University of Illinois Extension to showcase to our community here that in farming, there's more than just being a farmer. Very similar to if you ask a student, do you want to work at a hospital, and what are the two types of jobs that someone would say? If you ask someone if they wanted to work at a hospital, they would pretty much go, I don't want to be a doctor, I don't want to be a nurse. Well, in a hospital setting, there are numerous of other industries and sectors in which you can be employed in, very similar to the farming industry. And we want to showcase to the community and to our youth in this FarmBot project that you can grow your talents, you can develop your skill set, and start a small business within this sector here in this community.
What I love about Elevate is you guys, it's hard to start a business. Like, it is hard. I struggled for years when we first got started in our business before it kind of took off and we saw some success. But it felt like my joke when I talk to people about starting a business is like, oh, you want to start a business? All right, like take a pencil and stab yourself in the eye. And if you can keep doing that for a couple of years, then you'll succeed in business. What I love about Elevate is it recognizes you. It seems like the community has come around and recognized how hard and how important it is for people to start small business. And you want to give people, if they have any entrepreneurial ideas at all, you want to give them the support and the network and the facilities that they need to have a leg up on just starting from scratch. Is that right?
That's correct. Yeah.
Awesome. Anything else you want to say to our listeners?
If you have a dream of starting something, we have the resources. We have a place now here in this community. This is for everybody, and you don't have to be financially well off in order for this to happen. We can work together to make that dream a success.
Awesome. Well, thanks for coming on the show. Where can we find out about Elevate?
You can go to our website, Elevate217.org, or you can give us a call at 217-238-8519.
Okay. And if you wanted to come and see the space, it's in the back side of the Cross County Mall, right, in Mattoon. And normal business hours, there's usually somebody here that could walk them through and show them, correct?
Correct, yeah. We have excellent staff and volunteers here that can talk about what is available and how you can get started today.
All right. Thanks again, Carlos.
Thank you, Ryan.